What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports, and you're watching our SEC football channel. Ole Miss opens up the season on the road at Memphis. This should be a great game. We pick it up here in the second quarter, tied at 3. Matt Corral going to the end zone. Rebels take a 10-3 lead, but Memphis is looking to answer back. Third down and goal. They complete that pass for a touchdown, and we're tied at 10. Ole Miss then adds a field goal and a chance to increase this lead before halftime. They connect. Elijah Moore making the catch, and it's 20-10 at halftime. Ole Miss now up 26-13, but Memphis just keeps fighting back. They get a touchdown there. It's 26-20 now on third down and 14. It's the Memphis defense coming up with a big sack. Matt Corral taken down, and then Memphis would get the ball back. On fourth down and 1, they convert, and they're down inside the 10-yard line. Then they're going to run it in here. Patrick Taylor runs it in, and the extra point would give Memphis a 1-point lead. Now third down and 3, looking for another stop. And it was really that Memphis defense that stepped up here in the fourth quarter. They get another stop there, and Ole Miss decided to punt. So now Memphis has a chance to run the clock out. They get a first down there, and Ole Miss was out of timeouts, and that's going to do it. So you have to question, fourth down and 1. I realize they were backed up, but maybe you should go for that or it was fourth and short. Maybe it wasn't fourth and 1. But anyways, Memphis gets the win here. Ole Miss falls. And then they face Arkansas. They jump right into SEC play next as we pick this one up with a Matt Corral touchdown run. It's 20-10, Ole Miss on top. Arkansas coming back. Ben Hicks delivers that pass. It's down around the 20-yard line here. Just a little bit of time before halftime. Arkansas trying to get some points on the board. On second and goal, they could have kicked a field goal, but instead they decided to go for that, and they get the touchdown. And all of a sudden, Arkansas has some momentum. The defense has really controlled the third quarter. Arkansas trying to come back here in the fourth quarter, and they would tie it up with this field goal. So we're tied at 22-41 to play in the game. Ole Miss on a third down and 1. Corral is going to keep it and pick up a big first down. Under a minute to play now. They go to a little swing pass to the running back, and that is going to be close to a touchdown. It is a touchdown. Ole Miss takes the lead. 34 seconds now remaining. Arkansas. Hicks finds a diving receiver. Trey Knox, the freshman, making the catch. Third down and 2 now. Arkansas, the chance to tie the game, and it is intercepted. It's the Ole Miss defense coming up with the play of the day as they get that interception, and they win it 27-20. After this game, they play Southeastern Louisiana, and we don't have rosters for them, obviously an FCS team. We're going to assume that they win that game, and so that's going to get Ole Miss off to a 2-1 start, 1-0 in the SEC, and not a bad start at all. They go back out of conference for the next game. It's going to be a big battle against a Power 5 team, Cal and Ole Miss. I think this will also be a really good game. Early on, Ole Miss, Scotty Phillips taking it in for the touchdown. They're up 7-0, then 7-3, and now Corral's turn. He runs one in. It's 14-3. 17-13 at this point, late in the first half. Ole Miss getting a touchdown here as Penniman makes the catch. It's now 24-13. Cal, though, they come back. They get a touchdown, and this game stayed close. We go to the fourth quarter now. Ole Miss still barely on top, 34-29. They get a stop. What's Cal going to do? They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Defense getting some pressure, and they're going to get the stop. So it's the Ole Miss defense getting a stop. And they have a chance to really put some separation between them here if they can get a touchdown. And that's exactly what they do. Isaiah Woolard takes it in, and Ole Miss is up 41-29 now. Cal still fighting, though. They come down and get this touchdown, and they're not out of it yet. They go onside kick. They still have 3 timeouts, though. Ole Miss recovers the onside kick. So a first down would end this game. A first down is all Ole Miss will need, and they're going to pick it up. Rebels get the win here over Cal, 41-36. So after that tough loss to Memphis, they've bounced back, and they're looking pretty good. Unfortunately, the next game on the schedule is a road game against Alabama. So that's not who you want to be facing at any point during the season, and especially on the road. Tua going deep, finds man. Devontae Smith makes the catch. Bama on top, 7-3. But the defense for Ole Miss hung in there. First quarter, they only go up 7 points. They do give up a big play here, and that is going to actually be a touchdown. You see the speed from these Alabama receivers. They're up 14-3 here before halftime, looking to add on to that. Najee Harris runs it in, and Ole Miss just couldn't get any points on the board. Their defense, again, played pretty well, holding Alabama to 28, but they could only score 6, and they lose this one, again, the final 28-6, and they're now 1-1 in the SEC. Up next, the Rebels are at home facing Vanderbilt. Here is a run from Keyshawn Bond to put Vanderbilt on top. It's 10-3 Vandy. Second quarter now, Matt Corral finds a man up the seam. That is going to be a touchdown. Ole Miss ties the game at 10. Elijah Moore coming up with a big play. Probably their best receiver this year, more than likely. 13-10 now, and Ole Miss going deep again. They get behind the Vanderbilt defense. That is a touchdown. Again, it's Elijah Moore. He is having himself a ball game, but it's the Vandy defense coming up with a stop here. Ole Miss with a chance to really get that lead out, maybe to 8, with a touchdown. Instead, they settle for a field goal. Big play in this game. It's now 20-16. Vandy has a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. Riley Neal back to pass. On 3rd down and 12, throws it up into the end zone. It's intercepted. The Ole Miss defense, they're playing a lot better than you would expect based off of recent performance. As Vandy goes field goal, makes it 20-19, but they're still hanging around in this game. Then they come up with a sack. Get a big stop there. It's 20-19 again. 4th down and 5, and Ole Miss's defense comes up with the play as they get a sack there. Then they come down, and look at that. It's intercepted. They're throwing the football. They were looking to put this game away, but even a touchdown would have made it an 8-point game, so that was not a good decision. But on 4th down and 10, Vanderbilt has one last shot, and they can't convert. So it's the Ole Miss defense, again, saving them. And that's what's interesting about these simulations is how well this Ole Miss defense has played. Will this be an indication of some improvement in real life, or is it just a video game and it's not going to be true at all? I mean, no way to know at this point. We'll see when the season gets here, but all of the ratings for these SEC teams were done by stats and different things like that. So it'll be interesting, very interesting. Ole Miss and Missouri up next. Ole Miss did hire a couple of really good coordinators, both offensive and defensive, former head coaches. But anyways, 24-17, Ole Miss facing Missouri. Missouri down by 7, as they would get stopped there and have to settle for a field goal. It's good. That was a long field goal, but Ole Miss with a chance to get this lead back up on 3rd and goal. Matt Corral looking, going to the end zone, incomplete. So Missouri comes up with a stop on defense. Rebels go field goal. It's good. And we have a 7-point game. Now Missouri, 1st and goal. They go to the ground. Larry Roundtree runs it in, and it is tied at 27. 3 minutes to play now. Ole Miss, a little swing pass. He is going to get stopped. This is on 3rd down and 10, so the Missouri defense gets a stop, and the Rebels have to go field goal. So it's a 3-point game with 2:42 to play. Missouri with a chance to tie or even take the lead here on 4th down and 10. Last chance. Kelly Bryant delivers a strike. It's a 1st down. And the Tigers are still alive. 3rd down and 16. Bryant swings it out. And they're going to get stopped. So the Ole Miss defense gets a stop, and they would have to settle for a field goal. We're tied now at 30, which is 34 seconds to play. We go to overtime. Missouri, they have it first. Kelly Bryant completes a pass for a touchdown, and the Tigers take a 7-point lead. Now Ole Miss's turn. Corral throws an interception, and the Missouri defense gets a turnover here in overtime to win the game. Ole Miss falls 37-30. Just their 2nd loss in the SEC, though. They're playing some pretty good football. Just came up short in this one in overtime. Ole Miss hosting Texas A&M up next. Early on, no score, 3rd and 4. Rebels get a touchdown, and they go up 7-0. Elijah Moore making the catch. Now 10-0. Ole Miss trying to get a nice lead here early in the game. Matt Corral runs it in, and they're up 17-0. A&M does add a touchdown, but Ole Miss gets it back here before halftime. They get a big score here to make it 24-7 at halftime. 3rd quarter now. A&M coming up with a big turnover. It's a pick 6, and that could give them the momentum they need to get back in this game. 24-14 now. Ole Miss with it. Matt Corral runs it. Picks up a 1st down and more. He gets loose, and it's going to be a touchdown. So they answer back in a big way. Right when it seemed like A&M was going to get back in the ball game, Ole Miss puts their foot down. They get another score here. and they pull away a surprising win here, 47-21. Didn't really see that one coming. Despite that pick six right there, Ole Miss's offense had a big day, and they get a win. Their next game is going to be on the road at Auburn. We're going to go to that one next, but they're sitting here at this point just with 2 losses in the SEC and only 3 games left. Great start to the season here for the Rebels. They face Auburn next, and this time it's Ole Miss coming up with a big turnover as they're going to get the pick six. You see a lot of these on this game for whatever reason. So they're up 7-3 at this point. Late in the first quarter, Matt Corral, he throws an interception. It's an interception party here in this one. A pick six party as Auburn gets a pick six, and they take it all the way back. So we're going back and forth with those plays, and now Auburn gets a touchdown to go up 17-7. Now they're up 20-14, but Ole Miss gets a touchdown, and they take the lead 21-20. Fourth quarter now. Joey Gatewood fumbled the play on the option, but he picks it up and runs it in for the touchdown. Almost a disastrous play, and it turns into a touchdown. Now Ole Miss has it. They get stopped on third down. They elect to punt, so Auburn can kind of put this game away with a first down. And Joey Gatewood going to run it and pick up that first down. 26-21 the final score. Auburn wins, and they hand Ole Miss their 3rd loss in the SEC. After this, they play New Mexico State. We're going to assume that they would win that game. Again, no guarantee, but we don't have rosters for New Mexico State at this point, so we're just kind of skipping some of those Group of 5 games and assuming wins. Ole Miss has 3 losses in the SEC. They're already in a bowl game. Because they've got 2 games left. They have 4 losses overall. They're playing LSU next. 10-0. Tigers on top. Matt Corral now with the football. He is going to fumble. LSU picks it up, and that is a big turnover in this game. Ole Miss just couldn't get it going offensively. So let's see if LSU can turn this into points here before halftime. Big swing in this game. They bounce to the outside. That's going to be a touchdown, and LSU's up 17-0. They look for more here in the third quarter. Joe Burrow breaking tackles. He takes it in. It's 24-zip as Ole Miss really, they don't have a chance in this game. LSU wins big, 38-7. Maybe the worst performance there from Ole Miss. We've seen, again, some really nice wins. The game against A&M was very impressive, but they come up short here in this game. LSU 38, Ole Miss 7. So Ole Miss can get to 7-5 if they can win that final game of the year in the Egg Bowl. It's Ole Miss on the road at Mississippi State. A rivalry game. Let's see what happened. Ole Miss down 7-0. Here, Keaton Thompson makes it 14-0. Bulldogs looking good early. Now Ole Miss has it. Corral going deep, takes a shot. That's a touchdown. And they're back in the ball game. 14-7 now. Mississippi State with the football. A little option play. Kylan Hill runs it in, and Mississippi State's up 21-7. They then add a field goal. It's 24-7. And they've got it going here. It's now 31-7, but Ole Miss still fighting. 31-17 at this point. 4th down and 9. A chance to stay in this game. Corral delivers and throws a touchdown, and we have a 7-point game. Now Mississippi State with it on 3rd down and 3. They get stopped. Ole Miss's defense comes up with a big stop. They have a chance to tie this game, but it's now the Mississippi State defense coming up with a big play, and it's 4th down and 20. Last chance for the Rebels. Corral throws it, and it's knocked away. It wouldn't have been a first down anyways. And they lose the Egg Bowl 31-24. Still a pretty solid season, though, for Ole Miss. They go 6-6. They get to a bowl game. 3-5 in the SEC. It's an improvement. It's not great, but it's an improvement. And again, what stood out to me was the improved defensive play. We'll see if that turns out to be true in real life. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Again, only time will tell. But I think Ole Miss fans will be pretty happy getting to a bowl game this year. Thank you for watching this video. If you're an SEC football fan, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us your thoughts down in the comments below. And for the latest in SEC football, keep it right here.